Hey guys, welcome to another video from the Football Herd. Hope you all are doing wonderfully well and had a good game week 6. If not, make sure you watch this video till the end because I'll be sharing the transfer tips, doing my game week review, and we'll look forward to game week 7. Game week 6 was a very low scoring game week, so don't lose heart. FPL is a game of 38 game weeks, so a bad run of 1 or 2 game weeks will not hamper the entire season. And also, very quickly, I just wanted to thank each and every one of you who's been watching my videos. My last video crossed 500 views and it really means a lot to me. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do drop a sub and like this video, and that will encourage me to make further videos. So let's jump straight right in to my transfer tips. Again, like my previous video, I will be doing the buy, sell and watch categorization based on the different positions that we have. That's the goalkeepers, defenders, midfielders and forwards. So first we'll go with the goalkeepers. And in the buy category, I have Nick Pope from Newcastle. The Newcastle goalkeeper has already made 28 saves and kept 3 clean sheets this time round. And as a matter of fact, he is the highest scoring goalkeeper in 5.1 million for this year's FPL. And given the wonderful fixtures that Newcastle have from game week 7 till game week 10, it's high time that we consider the Magpies assets right now. Moreover, Nick Pope is someone that is rotation proof in my opinion, and he's going to start all the games for Newcastle, so it's a very safe pick if you want to buy yourself in to the Newcastle defense. In the sell category, I have again kept Ward from Leicester, who face Aston Villa at home this time round. Leicester have looked very much shaky at the back and they are leaking goals immensely, and that was also evident in the last fixture where they lost 5-2 against Brighton. And I'm pretty sure that his price will also going to fall from 4.0 to 3.9 very soon, as more and more managers will look to sell him. So in my opinion, if you're opting for a premium goalkeeper, then you can keep Ward as your rotation goalkeeper. But if you're opting for a couple of budget options at the back so that you can rotate them, the likes of Henderson and Raya, for example, then in my opinion, you should definitely sell Ward so that you can switch between 2 goalkeepers based on the fixtures. Next, we come to the watch list of the goalkeepers. And in the watch category, I have opted for, again, Dean Henderson from Nottingham Forest. Forest have a Leeds away game to follow in game week 7. Again, the Englishman has made 25 saves, but unfortunately Forest were not able to keep clean sheets. So at the back they looked fragile, but in my opinion that Henderson is someone that's going to give you a lot of save points, and the fixtures of Forest also look amazing. They have Leeds, Fulham, Leicester, Villa, Wolves, Brighton from game week 7 till 12. So these are very promising fixtures, and we have seen a very steady price rise for Henderson from 4.5 to 4.7. So this is the right time to opt for Dean Henderson also. I'll just request you guys to keep close tabs on him. And if not for Nick Pope, then Henderson is the one to go. Next we come to the defenders, and in the buying category I have opted for Kieran Trippier. Just like I mentioned for Nick Pope, the fixtures of Newcastle look very promising to me. They have West Ham, Bournemouth, Fulham, Brentford from 7 to 10. And Trippier is someone that is on all the set pieces and looks very much threatening going forward. And also Newcastle have a very good defensive shape, and so we can expect attacking returns as well as defensive returns from them. And Trippier is someone that I already brought in my team, and he gave me 8 points this game week in a very low scoring game week, and he literally saved my game week this time round. So I will definitely recommend you guys to buy Trippier right away. In the selling category, I have opted for Andy Robertson just because he's very much overpriced, and Liverpool have been unable to keep clean sheets, and also they have lacked that finesse going forward. Their XG has also reduced, and the fullbacks are also not rotation proof. By rotation proof, I mean Klopp is going for Tsimikas in place of Robertson, just like we saw in the last game week. And also Trent was subbed off at the 59th minute. So in my opinion, having one Liverpool defender is enough, and that should be Trent in my opinion, and not Robertson. Now in the watch category, I have opted for the United fullback, that's Diogo Dalot. After a couple of thumping defeats, the United team has bounced back and they have won a lot of games. So they are very much high on confidence, and we are again seeing the spirited performance from the United 11. And in my opinion, Diogo Dalot is a very cheap option to buy into their defense, and he looks completely nailed on in Erik ten Hag's plans. So in that price point, Diogo Dalot is a very good option. We also can see that the BPS of Diogo Dalot is very much high, and the XG too. He has a XG greater than 1 in the last couple of game weeks. So in my opinion, Diogo Dalot is someone that we can keep close tabs on. The likes of United face Palace away. So after the Palace game, they have a quite decent run of games. So he's someone that I will be looking to bring in. Now coming to the midfielders, in the buying category, I have opted for Marcus Rashford from Manchester United. I had Rashford in my first couple of game weeks, and he could not give me any feasible returns, so I opted out, and now he's playing tremendously well. So we saw that in the last game week where he got a couple of goals and 1 assist. To be honest, United are looking very much menacing when they are going in the offensive, and Marcus Rashford is one of the key fundamentals in that team. Rashford had an XG delta of 1.48 in game week 6, which is massive. And going forward, the fixtures, as I mentioned for Dalot as well, look very much good. The game week 7 and game week 8 fixture. After that, in game week 9, they face City. Then again, the fixtures are Everton, Newcastle and Spurs. In the selling category, I have again opted for Pedro Neto. He is still in my team, and I am not being able to ship him out, but I'm looking to move him forward this game week. However, there is some interesting development for Wolves, that like Diego Costa is probably going to sign, and his work permit and visa is on hold right now. If Diego Costa signs for Wolves, I'll probably think twice before selling Pedro Neto. Otherwise, they do not look that much threatening going forward. So it's a sell in my opinion. And also they face Liverpool in game week 7. Now in the watch category, I've opted for Leandro Trossard. Right, like that can be anyone. That can be a McAllister, that can be a Pascal Gross, that can be any midfielder from Brighton. But I have opted for Leandro Trossard, and he's already in my team, and he was one of them who saved my game week, just like I mentioned the name of Trippier. So the Brighton midfield looks amazing to me, and we saw Leandro play the role of a left wing back in game week 6. That was not what I thought he will play, because the likes of Estupina were supposed to play there, and he was playing quite up front. And even though he played a left wing back and he gave handsome 12 points, so you can well imagine, right? If he plays quite forward, then he's going to give much more returns, in my opinion. And they face a very depleted Bournemouth side this time. So this is the right time to bring the likes of Leandro Trossard or McAllister in your team. Now coming to the forwards. Amongst the forwards, it's a no-brainer in the buying category. That's none other than Ivan Toney from Brentford. What a wonderful game week 6 this lad had. He nearly single-handedly saved a lot of people's game week, I'm sure. With that hat-trick, he is also now the second highest scoring forward, and in the cheap 7.2 million price bracket, he's someone that is a must-have in my opinion right now. And also, given the kind of fixtures that Brentford have, the likes of Southampton, Arsenal, Bournemouth, Newcastle, Brighton, from game week 7 to 11, I'm quite optimistic that they will be able to get a couple of goals or chip in with a single goal. And just because he's also on penalties and the direct free kicks, that makes him even more lethal. Now in the selling category, I have surprisingly placed Gabriel Jesus. This is just because the likes of Mitrovic and Ivan Toney seem to be more beneficial, and the return on value is much more, because they cost a lot less than Gabriel Jesus. And also we have very tough fixtures from game week 9, game week 10 and game week 12 for Arsenal. So in my opinion, after game week 7 and game week 8, it turns, the fixtures turn. and I'll be looking to sell Gabriel Jesus, so I am putting him in the sell category. In the watch category, I've opted for Mitrovic from Fulham, just because they have an amazing run of fixtures from game week 8 till game week 14. And also Mitrovic is the fourth highest scoring forward in 6.8 million, which is amazing in my opinion. And whatever Fulham do going forward is only via Mitrovic. And in my opinion, he's someone that I'll be looking to bring in whenever the wild card hits. In game week 6, I scored 51 points, which was a bit above the average, considering that most of the fantasy managers had a miserable game week. I would rate my game week as 4 out of 5. This also helped me get a green arrow, and my current overall rank stands at 867k, and my overall points is 380. In game week 6 also, I went with 5 at the back, and that sort of again backfired. My entire defense gave me 15 points, out of which Trippier got 8. So you can well understand how my other defenders and my goalkeeper fared. None of Liverpool, City, Chelsea or Brighton or neither Brentford could keep a clean sheet. So they each gave me a single point or a couple of points. Though the likes of Trent was very unfortunate, as he was subbed out at the 58th mark by Jurgen Klopp. So that did not fetch me the clean sheet point. However, the star of my defense was Kieran Trippier, who fetched 8 points because he gave a clean sheet and also got a couple of bonus points. In midfield, Mohamed Salah gave me 3 points, Trossard 12 and Martinelli 2. Among all my 3 midfielders, only Leandro Trossard had a tremendous game week where Brighton won 5-2 against Leicester, and Trossard was very promising, even though he did not play quite up ahead and he was playing in the left wing back role. In spite of that, he contributed to a goal and an assist, thus for the 12-point haul. And Martinelli had a tough away game at Old Trafford, so he could not get in returns. However, he had a goal disallowed in the early stages of the match. Otherwise, I would have got a few more points from him. So that concludes the midfield. In attack, Gabriel Jesus got 1 point and my captain Erling Haaland scored 1 goal, so he got 9 points, and since he was my captain, that fetched me a total of 18. Well, that's how my team fared in game week 6. Now let's look ahead to the next game week, that's game week 7. In goal, I have David Raya from Brentford, and Brentford face a Southampton side in game week 7. Again, Brentford have looked nervy at the back and are unable to keep clean sheets, but I'm again expecting some saves from Raya, so probably that will fetch me some points. I was very much considering to bring in another goalkeeper instead of Raya, and my favorite was Nick Pope, but I am quite skeptic of doubling up on Newcastle with their away fixture against West Ham. That's why I am sticking to Raya as of now. In defense, I have again gone with 5 at the back, with Trent having a fixture against Wolves. Cancelo will play Spurs. Chelsea have a fixture against Fulham. Dunk will be facing Bournemouth, and Trippier has a visit to West Ham. Now, amongst all of them, I only see clean sheet potential from Dunk and Trent. It is also worthy to mention that Cancelo had a tremendous Champions League game, and there he got a couple of assists, so he is also playing well. But he faces a stiff test against Antonio Conte's Spurs, so I am quite skeptic about his returns from this game week. And since Fofana has cemented a place at the Chelsea back, so I'm quite hopeful that Reece James will play in the right wing back position itself, and probably he will be pivotal in the offensive side of Chelsea. Now, I was very much also looking to replace Lewis Dunk for this game week. However, a favourable fixture against Bournemouth prevented me in doing so, and hopefully he'll be able to keep a clean sheet. If not a clean sheet, at least I'm hoping that he gets one of those amazing headers and scores a goal. In midfield, I have again gone with Mohamed Salah, Leandro Trossard and Martinelli. Even though we all have been very much disappointed with Salah's performance this time round, but still he has the second highest expected goals involvement in the first 6 game weeks, with a score of 4.09 just after Kevin De Bruyne. It's just that if you also see his heat map and the touch map of Mohamed Salah, he has drifted quite towards the flank and we are missing those penalty area touches from him, which we generally used to see. But still, I am keeping faith on the Egyptian and hoping that he drifts more centrally and scores some offensive points for us. Now coming to Leandro Trossard, my differential midfielder who saved my last game week with a 12-point haul, faces a Bournemouth side this time round, and I'm keeping high hopes from him given the kind of goals that Bournemouth are leaking and Brighton are playing tremendously well. Martinelli completes the midfield being the third player, and he faces a tricky Everton home fixture this time round. Arsenal had a promising game week against United, but however they could not convert the chances that they had, and they lost 3-1. In spite of the fact that they had a very high XG in the entire game, and so I'm quite optimistic that Martinelli will also be on the offensive half of things against Everton, and probably that will fetch us some attacking output from him. He also attempted 3 shots in the last match, and Everton have not been that much stable defensively, and also had a thumping defeat against Arsenal when they faced them the last time at the Emirates. In attack, I have again gone with the likes of Gabriel Jesus and Erling Haaland, and I have not opted for bringing in my third striker, which I'll be looking to add in my recent wildcard that I'll be playing, and I'm looking forward to playing the wildcard at game week 8 or game week 9. A video regarding the wildcard will be out soon. However, as of now, I am sticking to Jesus and Haaland. Now regarding captaincy, it's again a tie between Mohamed Salah and Erling Haaland. Now given the red hot form that Haaland is in and he has kept on scoring goals, he has again scored a couple of goals in the Champions League tie against Sevilla, and we also saw that he was subbed at the 70th minute, which is also a relief for the fantasy managers who are looking to captain Haaland this time round. And I'm also leaning towards captaining Haaland, but I'm keeping the armband with Salah as of now. However, this is not locked in, and I'll be posting my final locked in team in my Twitter account. So make sure you do follow me there, and I'll be posting the locked in team just an hour ago before the deadline. So that's it guys, that's all about this week's team selection and transfer tips. Do make sure that you like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching this video, and all the best for Game Week 7.